Hi everyone, if you're new here, I'm Melissa, and today we're going to talk about feeling uninspired or unmotivated or feeling lost or in limbo. Okay, so what does it actually mean to feel uninspired or unmotivated, to feel lost or in limbo? I just know that there's so many of you out there right now who don't feel like you have a purpose, like you feel stuck. You're in this in-between space. And I'm speaking particularly about those of you who've maybe just graduated from college or graduated from university or have just completed some form of certification or diploma. You know, in this day and age, this year of COVID, where you've dedicated years of your life studying towards something and you look forward to having a graduation ceremony, a big celebration, and that's just not been able to happen for you this year. It's like you have a chapter in your life, a huge chapter in your life that you're unable to close. So that can leave you feeling uninspired, like how can I even move on? That can leave you feeling unmotivated, like where do I go from here? It can leave you feeling in limbo because you are stuck in between two spaces. You can't close your last chapter, and because you can't close your last chapter, you don't know how to begin the next one. And when we feel in limbo, we can feel completely lost, like not knowing what to do, not understanding why I'm in the space today, why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and what do I do next? So I'm hearing so many of you people out there, like students and like my nephews and my friends, all saying they have no idea what to do this time, you know. And I think that's really interesting because what it basically shows us is that we're so used to following a system. We're so used to knowing what to do next, right? Because that's life. They've put us into these little boxes, you know. When I'm this age, I go to preschool. When I'm that age, I go to kindergarten, and then I graduate to this, and then I graduate to primary school, then high school, then college, then university. And each chapter of our lives has to close with a specific event. And of course, like I said earlier, this year we haven't had an event. So, we don't know what to do. But rather than feel uninspired or unmotivated or stuck or lost or in limbo, how about you take this opportunity to kind of go, well, I get to choose. It's not about what I'm being told is next. I'm no longer being hand-fed what is next. I actually get to choose how I want my life to look like. And the reality is, in a way, we've had that power taken away from us because we've been told constantly since we were 2 years old, you do this, then you do that, then you graduate to this, then you graduate to that. Well, now, guess what? Nobody's telling me what's next. I really get to choose what I do next. And if I don't have a graduation, who's to tell me I can't create my own little graduation party? Yeah, some of you might be like poo-pooing me, going, yeah, whatever. That's what so many people have been saying. But that's the truth, and that's the reality. And what we forget is we get to choose how we want our lives to look. We get to choose how we want to feel in any given moment, right? So I can choose right now. I feel depressed and dismal about the fact that I didn't have a graduation. I can also ask myself, does that feeling make me feel good? Clear answer, no, it doesn't. Do I want to feel better? Do I want to feel good? Yes. How do I make myself feel better? How do I feel good? By having a graduation ceremony, okay. Can I make that happen for myself? Yes, I can. Maybe I'll call up a couple of friends. Maybe it's a great excuse to have a party, an online party, a Zoom party, whatever it is. But you know what? There are no limits. The only limit is what you perceive your graduation party to look like. And in your mind, it had to look that one way at school with the top hat, in that stadium or in that assembly room or whatever it was, right? That was what your mind was limited into believing that graduation ceremony had to look like. So, I mean, all I'm saying to you today is maybe step into the possibility that right now, because there are no real systems or structures, you are actually completely free to create whatever experience you want, to decide to do things differently. Once upon a time, you might have been that one person who wanted to rebel against the system or do things differently. Well, it's almost like now you've been given the permission to do things differently. Tap into that. So, what do I mean about creating your reality, right? What do I mean by that is exactly this. We have an expectation, right? I sign up for a course. No, let's forget about that. I graduate from my course. I've just spent 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, whatever it is, studying film. Let's use the medium of film because that's where you're seeing me right now. Studying film. And I have this expectation when I graduate, I'm going to go and I'm going to work for this institution, or I'm going to go and take on another course and get some sort of real time, like apprenticeship or internship, and work on set. Okay, so that's my expectation. And then COVID happened. So right now, everything's been pulled back. All productions are pulled back. All courses have gone online. So I have lost my expectation of being able to have in-person experience in my course. So I can get fixed on that, which I think is natural, because I've had an image of what that reality looks like, and I have attached myself to that reality. So what happens when I attach myself to that reality? When somebody takes that reality away from me, of course I'm going to feel empty. Of course I'm going to feel lost, in limbo, uninspired, unmotivated, all those things, because the one thing I thought I was guaranteed of, the one thing that I had focus on, is now gone. But what happens is, with that space, I can now do anything. Once upon a time it was this, and I knew exactly what it looked like. But now this is gone, and I know I'm repeating myself, it's for a reason. Now that it's gone, I have space. And when I have space, I have no limits. I can make my experience look like whatever I want it to look like, right? So, yes, we can call that feeling lost, or we can call that limitless. We can call that opportunity for me to get really curious, get clear on exactly what it is I want to create for my experience. Clarity and focus. So maybe now I sit back, because I have all this time now, to kind of say, okay, I went to film school. What is it exactly I want to learn? What is it exactly I want to experience? And rather than depend and rely on something else to give me the experience, I can create the experience for myself. My purpose here to be with you is to give you an answer to ignite your curiosity so that you can inquire and answer for yourself. Because the reality is, this is the reality I want you to create for yourself, is you have all the answers. If you say you don't know what to do, it's because you haven't realized you can choose any experience you want. Right now, when you don't have your next course to go on, or your next job to go to, that one door, instead of having one door, now you have an infinite number of doors to open. You just can't see the doors yet because you haven't acquired your own clarity as what doors you're looking for. What kind of experience do you want to have in your life? Those are going to be the doors that show up. But they can't show up until you look for them. Well, thanks everyone for being here today. It's so important for me to know what it is that you want to talk about, right? What would you like to learn more about? What would you like to maybe gain a new perspective on? What support do you need right now? Let me know. That's what I'm here for, to kind of create, see that word again? Create a space with you where we can have an open conversation and get super curious and create the life that we want and that suits us. So until then, let me know what you need and I will be here just for you. See you next time.